All right, everyone, welcome. Today, we're going to dive into a story with a really powerful lesson about what it takes to bring a dream to life. It's all about that journey from, an idea that seems totally impossible to something real, something breathtaking, and the sheer courage that journey demands. So let's start right here. I want you to think about a goal, a dream you have. Go ahead, get a clear picture of it in your head. Okay, now, what is it that keeps you from really going for it? What's that thing that keeps you from taking that first big step? Because, every great adventure really begins when we get honest about what's holding us in place. We all live with this, don't we? This constant pull. It's like the gravity of doubt is always there, pulling us down, whispering in our ear that our ideas are just fantasies, that we belong right here on the ground. But then there's the incredible lift of a dream, that vision of what's possible, of freedom, of soaring. So today, we're going to unpack how to handle this exact fight, and we're going to do it through the story of a young boy named Aiden. Okay, so our story kicks off in a little village called Willowbrook. Now, this is a place filled with very practical, very grounded people. And right in the middle of it all, we meet Aiden. And Aiden, well, he just didn't see the world like everyone else did. He was a boy who dreamed of the sky. You see, this is the very first roadblock for any big idea, isn't it? It's not some physical wall. It's a social one. It's the heavy weight of what everyone else thinks is normal. The powerful idea that, hey, this is just how things are. So for Aiden, his totally unconventional dream was met with the most common reaction of all, pure disbelief. And what's so interesting is where this doubt often comes from. It's usually not from our enemies. It's from the people who love us the most. His father's words, they aren't meant to be mean. They actually come from a place of wanting to protect him, to shield his son from what he sees as inevitable disappointment. And boom, there it is, the core conflict, laid right out for us to see. This is the battle between what the world tells you is real and the reality you are determined to create for yourself. Aiden was basically being asked to choose, listen to everyone else or listen to that vision inside his own head. So, how in the world does a dream survive all that pressure? How does it fight back against the gravity of what's real? Well, it finds a plan. It finds a catalyst, something that flips the question from a dreamy what if to a practical, okay, how to. For Aiden, that catalyst came in the form of old, dusty blueprints he found in a forgotten workshop. And this was more than just a drawing. It was a powerful sign. It was like a message from the past telling him, hey, you're not alone. You're not the first person to have this crazy, impossible dream. And this right here shows a crucial psychological shift. A blueprint or, hey, a mentor or even just a really solid, well-researched plan, it does so much more than just show you the steps. It gives you psychological permission to believe. It totally reframes the goal in your mind, from impossible to just really, really difficult. And trust me, that shift is everything. But let's be real, a blueprint is just paper. It's the work that comes next that gives a dream real weight, real substance. This is the part where that abstract idea of belief gets forged into genuine, undeniable self-confidence. Yeah, this is the part of the story we don't usually get to see, right? The quiet, unglamorous, sometimes frustrating hard work. This is where you prove the dream to yourself, long before you ever prove it to anybody else. Every little success, every problem you figure out, it builds a foundation of belief, not just in the dream, but in your own ability to pull it off. And that journey of creation, oh, it is never a straight line. It's a total emotional roller coaster. You start with all this excitement, right? But then, the first big setback hits you, and that critical moment of doubt starts to creep in, whispering, maybe everyone was right. Pushing past that exact moment is what builds resilience and leads you to that renewed, unstoppable determination. So all that secret work, all that wrestling with your own doubt, it all funnels down to this, one single moment. The moment you have to stop building, stop planning, and just take the leap. Just try to picture it for a second. Aiden's up there, on the highest hill, his creation strapped to his back. The whole village is quiet, asleep down below, and his heart is just pounding with that mix of pure terror and wild excitement, a feeling I think we can all recognize before a huge, life-changing moment. And this is it. This is that final, deafening whisper of doubt. It's the last big mental test before you commit 100%. It's where the weight of what everyone else thinks comes crashing down on you one last time. And how does he answer that question? Not with words, with action. He commits, completely. He trusts all the work he put in. He trusts the wings that he built with his own 2 hands. And for one terrifying, heart-stopping second, it seems like the doubters, his parents, the village, everyone, were right all along. The ground is just rushing up to meet him. But then the wings catch the air. He feels this sudden, impossible lift. He's not falling anymore. The dream is real. He is flying. Now, the flight itself is obviously this incredible outcome. But the real transformation, the thing that truly matters here, happens first inside of Aiden, and then it ripples out into the world. So here's the crucial point. When you find the courage to go after your dream, you don't just change your own world. You actually recalibrate what is possible for everyone watching you. You give them permission to look up at their own sky. You know, Eden's journey gives us a much more useful definition of courage. It's not about not being afraid. Of course he was afraid. Courage is acting despite the fear, because your trust in your own preparation, in the wings that you built, is stronger than that feeling of falling. And this is the ultimate lesson. The real achievement wasn't just the flight. It's the person he became while doing it and the inspiration he gave to everyone around him. You see, he didn't just learn to fly. He taught his whole village how to dream again. So now the question isn't about Aiden anymore. It's about you. What is that dream that feels so impossible right now? What are the wings you are secretly, quietly building? And what is the very next step? Just one step that you're going to take to trust in them and prepare for your own leap of faith.